photosynthesis. Today we discuss about what is the photosynthesis and the process why needed to the ecosystem. Here are some facts in our mind. Energy can be transformed from one form to another. Energy exists in two forms: free energy, which is available for doing work, or as heat form, and this form unavailable for doing work. Sun provides most of energy needed for life on earth. Plants are green in appearance. Photosynthesis is so important to store energy in chemical form. The cell organelles for photosynthesis in eukaryotes in plants is chloroplast. Almost all plants are photosynthetic. Autotrophs, it means they synthesize their own organic matter through photosynthesis. Sunlight energy is transformed to energy stored in the form of chemical bonds. Here is the picture show the light energy harvested by plants and other photosynthetic autotrophs. Sun provide light energy. Plants obtain carbon dioxide from environment and water from the soil. The raw material is carbon dioxide, water, and in presence of light and chlorophyll, the plant synthesize sugar, and the byproduct is oxygen and also water again formed. Here is the another view. First we take why are plants green. Different wavelengths of visible lights are seen by the human eyes as different colors. We see here the range for visible light is 380 to 750 nanometer wavelength, and when the sunlight falls on plants, the plants reflected green lights and remaining lights is transmitted. Plant cells have chloroplast. Chloroplast absorb light's energy and convert it to chemical energy, and thylakoid and the fine structure of chloroplast is, you can see here, stroma, thylakoids, granum, stack of thylakoids, intermembrane space, inner and outer membranes. Here is the structure of chlorophyll A and B. Chlorophyll contains a head, a phytol tail, and porphyrin head with 4 nitrogens. In center, a magnesium ion which give the green color. These pigments absorb light on different wavelength. This is the absorption spectrum of chlorophyll A, B, and beta carotene, and this is the action spectrum of these photosynthetic pigments. Chloroplast is a site of photosynthesis. All green plants part have chloroplast and carry out photosynthesis. The leaves have the most chloroplasts. The green color comes from chlorophyll in the chloroplast. The pigment absorbs light energy. An overview of photosynthesis. In this process, autotrophic organisms use light energy to make sugar from carbon dioxide and water, as we see in the previous slide. Photosynthesis occurs in chloroplast. When we saw the structure of chloroplast, it almost similar to mitochondria. Chloroplast contain an outer membrane which is permeable, an inner membrane almost impermeable for many things. The stroma, which contains aqueous part and contains some enzymes, DNA, RNA, and ribosomes. Because it contains DNA, so it is a semi-autonomous body like mitochondria. And thylakoid, a lamellar system. Actually, thylakoids are membranous compartment derived from inner membrane, a single highly folded vesicle. Grana are disc-like sacs. Grana are connected by stroma lamellae. The location and structure of chloroplast. You can see this is the plant leaf. It is a cross section, mesophyll cells, chloroplast, and finally these are granum. Now we came at some another points. The chlorophyll molecule absorbs light and the electron excited, and it goes into excited state from ground state, and at excited state it come back to ground state within 10 to the power minus 10 seconds by losing energy in the form of heat or fluorescence or in another form. In plants, there are two types of photosystems cooperate the light reactions. In pigment system first, we saw the chlorophyll molecules A and B and some other electron carrier pigments like carotenes, xanthophylls, phycobilins, etc. In pigment system first, a molecule of chlorophyll A almost situated in the center is become a species in terms of absorption of light and give its electron to excited state. And this chlorophyll A molecule is known as chief pigment, and it give its electron in excited state at 700 nanometer. Hence, it called P700 molecules, and the pigment system which contain P700 a chief pigment and other light harvesting molecules known as pigment system first or photosystem first. Similarly, pigment system second also exists on thylakoid membrane. In this, the chief pigment is of 680 nanometer, means it gives its electron at 680 nanometer when light absorbed by the chlorophyll A molecule. Similarly, some other molecules also exist, and the whole quantasome is known as pigment system second. These both pigment system work together and it forms the cycle of electron transfer. Electrons are transferred from water to NADP, a coenzyme, nicotinamide adenosine dinucleotide phosphate. So, the transfer of electron, that is the light reaction, and the transfer of electron from NADP to carbon dioxide, also known as carbon dioxide fixation cycle, we discuss in our later lecture. Today we complete in this part first the basic structures about the photosynthesis.